Here are the 5 most important news from Mexico, May 24, 2015. Mexico will participate in a APEC ministers' meeting. The Ministry of Economy reported that the Department of Foreign Trade, Francisco R., will participate in the meeting of ministers responsible for trade mechanism Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. He said the ministerial meeting aims to promote dialogue and joint cooperation to address the economic and trade challenges in the Asia-Pacific region. He said that during the ministerial discussions will focus on 3 priorities: improving the regional economic integration, support the multilateral trading system, and promote the participation of small and medium enterprises in regional and global markets. The participation and coordination of the work of Mexico in APEC are the responsibility of the Ministry of Economy. Economic activity increased 2.2% in March, INEGI. The global indicator of economic activity last country increased 2.2% in March compared with the same month a year earlier, according to the report by the National Institute of Statistics and Geography. The document details that large groups of activity advanced 2.7% and secondary 1.4% annual rate, while primary remained unchanged. In seasonally adjusted terms, INEGI reports that the indicator recorded in the 3rd month of the year down 0.6% compared to previous February. By activities, it states that the primary fell 4.4% and the third decreased 0.2%, while the second was no change in March this year compared to a month earlier. Mexico and Texas reinforce political dialogue. Undersecretary for North America Sergio Alcocer Martinez del Castro paid a visit to Austin, Texas, where he held a meeting with U.S. officials to monitor the dialogue with the state. In addition, Sergio Alcocer was keynote speaker at the graduation ceremony of the 2015 generation of the Cockrell School of Engineering, University of Texas. In his message to the academic community, he stressed the central role of engineering to reduce inequalities in our communities and the importance of exercise with ethical criteria and social commitment. He emphasized the relevance of innovation and higher academic and professional exchanges between Mexico and the United States to prosperity, development, and make North America the most competitive and dynamic region. Mexico received recognition from the World Health Organization of vaccines. For the first time, as part of the 68th World Health Assembly held in Geneva, the government of Mexico, through the Ministry of Health, Mercedes Juan, he received from the hands of the Director General of World Health Organization, Margaret Chan, the recognition that accredits COFEPRIS as a functional agency of vaccines for the next 3 years. He congratulated the government of Mexico for the effort to achieve certification for the period 2015 to 2017 and recognized the leadership of the health authority in the region and the world. In recognition of Mexico, the OMS not only human health but earns a suitable regulatory environment that is generated for investments in vaccines because they provide certain process and regulatory capacity of the Mexican Health Agency. With this recognition, Mexico will contribute to greater progress of vaccines and increase income global. Mexico becomes a reliable producer of vaccines worldwide, resulting that incentives to promote direct investment in the sector and increase opportunities for pharmaceutical companies in Mexico. Banxico policy has focused on maintaining the stability of weight. The monetary policy implemented by the Bank of Mexico has focused on to ensure the stability of the purchasing power of the domestic currency and has been conducive to reaching an environment of low and steady inflation in Mexico. The governor of the Bank of Mexico, Agustin Carstens, said during the presentation of the report of the first quarter. This achievement, he added, has been given although in recent months the monetary policy has faced a complicated situation, which had to be properly weighed both internal and external factors that could affect inflation. Faced with a complex international environment, it is essential that Mexico boost its domestic sources of growth and maintain sound macroeconomic fundamentals. As mentioned in previous reports, the adoption of structural reforms aimed at increasing the country's productivity is important for the reach higher growth rates sustainable pace. In this regard, it remembers that the correct and timely implementation is necessary to achieve their potential condition.